I'm Johnny Miles, head golf professional at the Lake Powell National Golf Course in Page, Arizona. And I'm going to talk to you about how to read a putting green. Now, there are several factors that go into it. One of the main ones is what we call lie of the land. Okay. Number 2 would be grain. Number 3 would be the speed of the greens. And number 4, okay, is wind conditions. Now let's start with the first one, lie of the land. Now, lie of the land just refers to slope. Where I'm standing right now, if I go to my right, that's uphill. If I go to my left, that's downhill. You're going to find that most downhill slopes obviously slope toward, let's say, hazards, water conditions, lakes, ponds, streams, that type of thing. Now, if you're going uphill, it's a little slower. If you're going downhill, a little faster. If you're on a slope where it's what we call side hill, okay, ball's going to curve to the right one direction, it's going to curve to the left the other direction. And so you have to make yourself aware of the lie of the land and any combination thereof. You're going uphill, ball's above your feet, it's going to be a little slow, and it's going to break pretty sharp to the left. Hot tip, it's always easier to read the lie of the land from below the cup. If you're above the cup, it becomes distorted. And number 2, if you do what they call plumb bobbing, you're not going to get a real true read. You can always plumb bob or read a green easier from below the cup. The second factor to consider is grain. If the green's a little slow, you're going to have more grain than if the green's a little fast. And you're going to have more grain on a Bermuda green, such as in Florida or in the South, than you will on bent grass, which is pretty much your more prevalent cool season grass in the Midwest and North and the West Coast. Now, what grain is the way the grass lies on the green. You can't touch the line of the putt, okay? It's sacred. To do so is going to be a violation of the rules unless you're removing some loose impediments, okay, or you're repairing a ball mark. One easy way to do it is to walk up to the cup and look down and see which way the grass is hanging over the cup. If it's hanging over the cup going from my right to my left, that means the putt coming from the right to the left is going to be with the grain, it's going to be faster. Or if I'm going from left to right, it's going to be uphill into the green, it's going to be slower. Another good way to do it, especially on a sunny day, is you look at the grass. If it's really shiny like it is to my right today, the grain is going to the right. If it's very dull, like looking to my left, that means that I'm into the green. So you can actually read grain by sunlight and by looking at the cup. The next thing I want to talk about is speed of the greens. There's no set green. I mean, let's face it, the pros have a tough time on 12 stimp, and most people don't even know for a fact what the speed of their greens are. But regardless of the speed of the greens, the way to find out is when you go to play golf, you go to the golf course, you go on the putting green, and you practice putting before you go out. 99% of the time, the greens on the course will emulate the putting green. But remember this, don't ever complain about slow or fast greens. That's what whiners do. Good putters, they adapt. A great putter can putt a fast green, a slow green, any green, and he knows how to read them. So just remember, you're the captain of the ship. Learn to read your own putts. I'm Johnny Miles.